At one point, when I guess we were done with him, we moved on to Michelin's mom coming through. And they talked about how they died. They brought up specific family things on the way there. I had never really met them, I don't think. You came to my event. I signed your book, you said, but it happened that way. So I can't control who will come through or when. So hear me out, yes, no, or I'm not sure. If I bring up names or make reference to names, it could be somebody living or deceased. I won't know why they're bringing that name up. I really don't enjoy names, but I do find sometimes in audiences, they do bring up the names more to help me pinpoint or narrow it down. And I'll explain things as we go along. Older or above just means older generations, grandparents, mothers, fathers, step-parents. I can't tell the difference between biological step, in-laws, ex-in-laws. How many times do ex-in-laws come through? All the frickin' time. You want your mom, and then I'll give you your ex-mother-in-law that's dead, and you will not be impressed. But I didn't make it happen. It's her coming through, you know. And if you have kids with the guy, yeah, definitely she probably will, because that's your tie or your link. So who knows? To your side means people of your age bracket or generation. And if I go below you or younger, it just means children, nieces, nephews, friends, children. That's about it. I think I really condensed that. But just bear with me and we'll see. Okay. It's funny, this morning I thought I was going to start off in a different direction with what I felt in the hotel room, but apparently that's not where we're going to go. Lady at the back, Helen, just you listen. I'm not saying it's for you. There's one thing I didn't say when I was at the back, so I'm just not sure. I'm pulled here. This lady in the Reeboks thing. I'm not saying I'm with you. You kept looking at me when I was in the bar. And you're thinking, oh, he's looking at me. He's picking up on something probably. I can't say I was until I noticed you staring at me, and then it gets a little uncomfortable. And it's not that you're creepy. People do it to me in the grocery stores, and I'm like, what the Christ are they looking at? And then my wife will be like, what do you think, idiot? They know what you do. But I kind of get defensive. I wasn't here with you, but I noticed you kept looking. I don't know if this will make sense or if I am with you, but I'm drawn to that area, and I have a male that passed young coming through. And I felt him when I was sitting in there. So I don't know if it's trauma-based or what they want me to talk about, but just know I have a young male that was coming through. I may not be with you when I say this, so that's why I want you listening, Helen. Is there a Michael connection or a Mike? Why living or deceased? Either way?
Yes.
Because when I was back with you, I heard the Michael, but I didn't say it, and I won't know who that is or who that's supposed to be. But I know I heard it, and then when your friggin' foot thing didn't add up, and you didn't understand this, even though you just got checked in, which I'm glad. I thought, well, screw it, I'm not saying Mike or Michael. But I want you to know I knew I'd be starting with the messages, just indicating that to you.
Could that be alive or?
Yeah, alive or dead, I won't know, I just hear the name.
Okay.
But I heard it when I was back with you there. But I've been pulled here since before the event, and then I just feel like I have a male coming through here, so I don't know the relevance other than he's not elderly or old. He's like a younger person that's passed, and to me, tragically and unexpectedly, is the feeling that he was bringing up. Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Thank God I stole these Kleenex from my hotel room. I gotta take them back there or they're gonna charge you. You already dipped into them? You stole some? Big props to that one and only lodging center there in Iroquois Falls. I love it. It's a very nice place. Okay. Just don't get locked into one person, okay? Does he have anything going on with the head? Do you know why I want to talk about the head or why he has me focused on the head or the brain? So you're saying no, and this one says yes. Are we talking about the same person? We need mics here too, by the way, and I just need you to stand. Yeah. So if you both can take a mic, I need you to stand though, ladies.
Me? No, you.
So just remember to speak into it. I know it might sound vague, but any reason why I get drawn to the head or brain?
Yes.
One said yes, one said no.
Yeah. Yes. It was
Into your mic.
Can you speak up?
Talking to your mic.
It was a different.
So there could be two coming through? Okay, so just bear with me. There's also going to be a mother figure or older female as well, because there's the older female that's like hanging around there, helicoptering above. She's not floating, but I mean, her energy's right there. So just know that there technically could be three people trying to come through or make reference to. And lady in the lovely, and I mean that lovely top, yeah, you. What you think it's ugly as shit or something? I think it's lovely. I am a man and maybe don't have taste, I don't know, but what's important about a dog for you, or why did they bring up a dog scenario around you that I feel like is a big deal or important?
A dog?
Yeah. If you don't get it, just say no.
Yeah.
Is this like dog living though?
I have a dog that's living, but a dog that is passed.
Yeah.
Living?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Mocha.
Hold up to your mouth.
We have a Chihuahua Mocha.
Oh, chihuahua.
Hey, hey.
It's not really a
Next to my
dog.
chihuahua.
It's not really a dog, you know.
Oh, it's a dog.
I have a
Oh. My Jazz, the cat, was more of a dog.
Oh, let me tell
Okay,
you.
now I'm just pissing you off, but sorry. I'm not into the Paris Hilton type little dogs, but that's okay, that's just me. I understand it's your dog, I'm not trying to
No,
disrespect
it's
it.
his dog.
It's his.
The person that's passed, just know there's a big deal about the dog or something important about the dog
It
and why
was my
he would.
brother.
Okay, just know that he would want this brought up or he's acknowledging something about the dog. Now, lady in the Reebok, you got like strong, fire, pissy temper at times? Like, can you take no prisoners at times? Can you go like, sorry for my language, and I know it doesn't sound spiritual, but are you known for going batshit crazy sometimes when you're angry? Oh, you think it's you?
Oh, that is me. That's
And not Reebok?
She could have.
I just felt like I was transferring or being pulled over when they say because of the temper thing. I don't mean you go ballistic all the time, but I will say when the valve is popped, look out. Because I feel like you're not thinking straight at that point, and it's like, get away from. So I don't know why. And then, sorry, you think there might be two males coming through, possibly?
Mhm.
Is substance related to one? Is there a reason why we get alcohol or
Yes,
drugs or
yes.
prescription?
Yeah.
Because but only to one?
Yes.
Because I feel like substance for one, and I do feel kind of cloudy or something like affects my frame of mind and stuff. So that seems to be coming up. And sorry, lung condition for the female. So I talked about the older female. Is there any reason? And I'm talking about one lung or something that I feel like fluid in one lung. I'm seeing gray or black on one side.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Why would you say yeah if it didn't make sense?
She died of a heart attack, but she had a cold for months prior, so her lungs.
Oh, just sorry.
A little bit.
That's okay. I'll call you back to it every time.
Just go on.
She had a cold for months. I just feel like one lung is gray and it's like fluidy or something that whoever this woman is, brings up.
Okay.
So, and you just gave away her cause of death. Don't do that. You just said heart
My
attack.
bad. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm not trying to, but just don't give away the information. And then the J, I think it's a JS name that I'm hearing. Who, living or deceased, Jason or Justin, or why would I hear the JS?
Johnny?
I heard Johnny in the hotel room. I swear to God, I didn't bring it up because I forgot. But I heard Johnny. Is he the drinker? Why would I have gotten Johnny and then alcohol based when I was in the hotel room?
Could be the future.
The past.
The past, maybe.
But you would know if it's past. You would know
Well,
if
it
alcohol,
was an issue in the past.
alcohol was
Oh, God, yeah.
connected to the name Johnny?
Yes.
Oh, well, Christ. Because I'm in the hotel room when I heard Johnny, and then I heard the connection or parallel to alcohol. But I need to go back. What's the JS name? I don't think they're just initials.
Johnny's son.
Who's the JS? What's the name?
Johnny's son.
Johnny's son. That's her husband.
It's my husband. but-
Hold on here.
Her husband is the past. Her husband.
No, I get that.
It's a nickname.
Johnny's son?
Yes.
He's called Johnny's son?
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds Asian.
By my father.
Okay, Johnny's son.
Quit giving it away.
Just know I keep wanting to say JS for some reason that I feel like is name related that they're bringing up or making reference to. So your husband's nickname is Johnny's son?
Yeah.
Okay, I can accept that. Just know that I'm I don't know if it's you that I'm talking about, but I just want to ask, have you had funky stuff going on down below? Is that female-based?
It could be.
You're not sure? Have you gotten checked? Are you getting checked? Do you know what this is? Are you just owning it because you so want it so badly?
No,
'Cause I
no,
don't
there's been a
want you to
couple
lie.
issues.
Has
There's
there?
a couple, yeah.
Because I just feel like he brings up, and I'm lower, that
Okay.
I feel like you're dealing with or you'll have to deal with or something.
Mhm.
It doesn't want you being all paranoid.
Okay.
Like going from 0 to 60 thinking, oh God, I'm terminal. Because it isn't.
Okay.
But I feel like you might go off the cliff that way, based on, medically or something. So just watch. Are you following up in any way or are you getting checked?
I didn't have a reason to, but I will now.
No, let's see. How did you say there's been some issues then?
Well, I've had
I'm going to hold
surgery.
you through it.
I've had surgery done, but it wasn't a female issue, but there's been a
Is there
couple.
something lower?
Lately, yes.
You're going to have medical stuff or something you're going to follow up with.
Okay.
Just don't ignore it.
Mhm.
But don't get all paranoid either.
Mhm.
And that's just the truth of it.
Okay.
And please understand what you're able to do and what you're not able to do when it comes to people in your life. Because, you can't influence stuff, you can't control stuff, and you're not good with that, apparently.
No, she's
Okay.
Is your mom still living?
My mom's right.
right here.
That's your mom?
That's my mom.
Well, you can't control her. I don't know if there's even an issue, but I feel like I got to talk about the mother figure in some way and knowing what you can do to influence or control and what you can't. Because then I feel like you get unsettled by this or it will upset you in some way.
Okay.
And so I'm confused if there's two males, but I have to talk about sudden. I want to talk about tragic or whatever that is, but we're not to be angry with another person about this, or we're not to have accountability or responsibility put on somebody else. He's just saying that. So was there a reason why people living felt, whether they spoke about it or not, they might have blamed or felt like some blame sat elsewhere leading up to the death? You're
Yeah.
not-
Well, yeah.
I don't know if I trust
I
you.
do put blame. Well, I put blame, but I've never said.
Anybody else here too? I'm not trying to,
No.
anybody else here understand why he would bring that up? Feeling the need to blame another individual, seeing the just cause in some way, but I felt like didn't say it or didn't act it out.
It's sauce.
Yeah.
It's sauce.
Okay,
Talk with your mic.
yeah, so up to your mouth.
On your mouth.
No, right up to your mouth, like how, ice cream cone it, I don't care, but right up. Wow, that's that.
Sorry, that's my Kleenex.
Ooh, that must have been a good one. Turn it off, turn it off. Okay, maybe it was hers. Is it? No, it's back on.
Just turn it back.
Can I see the bottom of yours? Just hold it up. That's the good one too. Okay, so you're saying up to your mouth? Speak? Just say hi, test it.
Hello?
Okay. You're saying the hospital might be the one where people blame somebody in the hospital or felt like there could be blame there?
Yes.
Okay. Any reason why he would make me feel like more of the issues about before he gets there or arrives to the hospital?
Yes.
That's where the real issue is, he says, not the hospital.
Yes.
That's true.
So you gotta own it from that perspective, he says. But he wants you guys to know he's okay. He's okay. You got a cool tattoo, Mom? You got a cool tattoo? Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne. We have a Tina Turner and an Ozzy Osbourne. It's a rock and roll town. And Ozzy's passed,
Yes.
and you got the kick-ass, cool-ass tattoo. So just know that he's acknowledging that for you or wanting that reference for you, and he's happy about that. Yeah. I mean, it goes without saying, but he's laughing. He's like, you would never have done that if I was still living.
That is true.
Like any
So
tattoo,
true.
any tattoo.
Oh, and I had none.
He makes me feel like he jokes and he's like, now you're branded. Now you're branded. And good luck to you in the future, because no matter if you say, I don't want a relationship, but that's why I've had the best, I'm not getting married again, I'm not going to live with anybody, blah, 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 I've heard it. and then 6 months later, it's like some guy shacked up in there or something. I'm not saying for you that will happen, but it happens a lot. But he's laughing because you're branded. How does a guy feel looking at Ozzy all the time? How would I compare to Ozzy? How do I compete? Have you had to deal, and I'm not talking, Ozzy's not talking about himself if that's the case. A situation, living male, substance or alcohol, because I just get, I have personal reasons with my own family, immediate family. We're in really good shape now, but there were a lot of years that was touch and go and scary. For us, it was sometimes life or death in certain situations. I get, as a father, that feeling coming up, but being presented to you like with what you've had to deal with, and sometimes I hold my breath, and I don't know how to deal with this, and I just get the whole uncomfortableness of what the alcohol or substance issue would create within the family dynamic. So you understand that? Okay. Just know that he's there with you. You're not going through it alone. I know that isn't maybe a lot of comfort that, you got to bear the weight of that in some way, but just know that he is aware and he is there with you when you do it. I don't think this is related to how he died or anything to do with him. Has somebody done like a walkathon or done something where they're like raising money or doing something that's... Yeah? So can you speak?
Sometimes.
So is this something recent or current or timely or?
Well, I do a lot of fundraising, I do a lot of charity work, but I do walkathons all the time.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I did once when I was 10, so that's how much I relate to them. But so you do the walkathon things,
Mhm.
and you do fundraising. You must be a very good spirited person.
I'm a pageant girl.
A pageant girl. Well, whatever that is, he just wanted me to acknowledge the individual that does walkathons or the fundraising or the community stuff. So in life, he might have bust your ass in ways, being funny. Here he's being serious, where he's proud of you. He's proud of you for the way that you are. Are you? In a funny way, are you unlucky in love or something hard in the love department? Because now I feel like now he's teasing the shit out of you about how being either unlucky in love or something's difficult there for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just makes me feel like everybody best suited for you is dead and over here with me.
Probably, yeah.
Well, do you not have kind of somebody on the slide a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, well, he's aware of that. So they're not all dead.
No.
He has me word it or phrase it kind of like gingerly. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's on again, off again,
Yes.
or...
It's
Oh,
on again, off again, yeah.
okay. The issue's not him.
Thank you.
Not this time.
Oh, well.
Not this time. That's what he said, not this time. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. But it totally sits with you on where it goes. It all rests with you. Wouldn't it be funny if you think, well, no, there's two of us and it's 50-50 or 100-100, whatever that is to make it work, but it solely sits with you, he says. Whether this is going to proceed or not.
Okay.
Could you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a little girl?
No.
Who's the little girl, or why does he want me to acknowledge a little girl living? Because he's talking about being around a little girl. That's his next statement.
Well, his kids have little girls.
Oh,
Like, she has 2 and she has 1.
oh, okay. Just know that he wants, and I'm sorry that I've only said 1 because he's indicating 1, but he wants me to tie, is there little grandsons or anything?
Yeah.
He's only showing me a little girl. So it's like being around the little girl or talking about the little girl for some reason. And why would April be significant? Or why does he want me to talk about April?
Almost everybody that we've lost in April.
That's a shitty month for you.
It's such a shitty
The
month.
little girl you're talking about, a medium had
Hold.
a medium had told us that a little girl was going to be sent from heaven. And on my dad's 1-year anniversary, I gave birth to, a week before, to a little girl, and I named her after it. Well, Heaven Oz is what I named her.
Beautiful.
So she's a little...
Just know that he's emphasizing not to exclude your daughter, but He's emphasizing one, and I didn't know the significance. Does that mean like one came after his passing, or
Yes.
they all did, or
No, she just.
Just one.
just the one? So then that could be why he's like emphasizing the specialness about being aware of and being around this this little one. And I don't know how old she is, but you keep thinking of her as heaven or heavenly when she's a teenager, he says. Oh,
She's
Lord.
my wild child already.
Do you have a bunch of wood at your house that needs stacked, cleaned up, used up, something,
do.
something?
I have a lot.
It's like he's bitching.
Yeah. He is, yes.
Like, I think we gotta do something with this. I don't know why. Is it like burning wood?
Pretty much, yeah. But there was a fire ban, so.
Okay, but you don't use it in the winter for heat?
No.
I'm just wondering why he wants this wood, like something done with. And doesn't mean just burning, but like stacked or neatly or.
I'm a procrastinator, and I've been supposed to do it all summer, and it's not done yet.
Okay. Mom, sorry, I don't know your name. Chris? Oh, good name. Can you take the mic just for a minute? I don't know if you're gonna understand this. And can you stand just for a second? Oh, what the heck did he just say to me? To say to you? Oh, I totally lost it. Oh, I don't know how this adds up to what happened to him or what the details are. He let something go too long, is what he said. I let it go too long, is what he said. And he wants you to know that. He shouldn't have, but he did, and it won't change anything. It can't change anything. I need to tell you, you heard me say it earlier. We go when it's our time. So just know it was his time. Don't do the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't think if the doctors did this or the ambulance did that or whatever it is. Don't think. He just makes me feel like the truth is I let something go, whether he's in denial or not addressing something. I do feel like he's aware of something, doesn't deal with it, is the sense that he gives me. So, you understand that maybe? Okay. Why does he make me feel, Mom? Sorry, Chris. You need to be a bitch. I don't know if that's kids in your life or a family, but he's like, you need to be a bitch. Does that make sense? It's not like a very loving message, but he says, you need to do this.
I tried.
Is that on?
It's not on.
Here. Try it now. Oh, yeah.
Or switch.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to take that one away. That wasn't a good one. Try it.
It's still not working.
Try it. Oh.
I just try to be the peacekeeper and not give the negative influence that I should be giving. I just try to keep the peace between everybody.
Okay. Have we just passed a date, birthday or anniversary or something? Has something just recently passed? August.
Well, his actual birth date was July 27th
Why do you say actual
because
birthday?
he didn't celebrate it on that day.
When did he celebrate it?
December 30.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're just past like an important date. So I said August. You said it's July 20
We spread his ashes on the 11th
of August.
September
You just
11th.
of September.
September 11th.
No. We're now on September 9th.
My son's birthday.
Well, your son's birthday is in August.
It's today.
It's today.
0909. Yeah.
That could be it, but I felt like we were just past it. So nothing that you understand why he'd make me feel like we're past something. He just says all our love. All our love. Talk to them, they hear you. Talk to them, they hear you.
Talk to him.
Good. Continue to do it. Daughter. You're not thinking of a tattoo up your back or your, no. Is it on your back?
It's his handprint that says Ozzy.
On your back? Well, I thought you were showing me your arm, and I'm like, no, let's be clear, I'm on the back.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you don't have to undress. Okay. He wanted me to talk about the tattoo
Oh,
on your
there's more
back.
coming. There's more coming.
Are you nuts?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Like in
I'm
honor
his
of him? In honor of him? can I just say, do it, don't do it, you will, whatever. Think it through.
Mhm.
Think it through. And every time you think, okay, I'm set on it, give it a year. And then if you still feel the same way in a year, he says, then do it. Just because he was that way and was like covered apparently or whatever, doesn't mean you're supposed to be
Oh,
or
no,
you should
no,
be.
no, yeah.
Okay? So just remember that he's saying that. Okay. I don't know if it's just the tiniest little thread that's going to pull me or not. Is there a Denise connection right here? You're Denise?
I am.
Let's just see, because I feel pulled to my left and they want me to say Denise, but I don't know what I'm getting, to be honest with you. Could you humor me and stand though, Denise, with the microphone? Do you not want to speak? You seem reluctant.
okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I might try something different with you. What's the first name only of one individual you would love to hear from today? No relationship stuff, strictly the first name.
Only one name?
Yeah?
Steve.
Hold up.
Steve?
Steve. Okay, let's just see. I'm going to just preface this by saying I don't get the full. Has that been shown all the way? Anyways, I don't get the full scene of what's going on. He showed me technically being alive. I've got medical around me, but I don't feel like he talks about people or someone being around him, but he's not past at that point technically. But I literally feel like medically, I just can't respond. I'm not conscious. There's something that he brings up about that.
He suffered.
So don't give details, sorry, but does it make sense, or you seem
Yes.
puzzled?
It does make sense. He almost died.
Was there a point when
Before.
people would have been around him in a medical way,
Yes.
but he was non-responsive or not able to communicate?
Exactly.
Okay, because he wants me to bring this up or acknowledge it if I have Steve coming through. Could he be funny?
Yes.
Truly?
Very.
Like, I feel like making light of shit that you
Yes.
probably wouldn't think is funny.
Sarcastic as hell.
Yeah, like a little dark,
Yeah.
is the feeling that he's bringing up or wanting me to acknowledge. And son or son-in-law but living. Is there a younger male living, and why? No? Is there a reason why I would?
Oh, my son, you mean? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
But I'm just seeing, he says breathe. Take a deep breath about this person. So I don't know the situation or the,
Totally fine. That's totally him.
what do you mean? Because he would tell you to do that?
He was my mentor. We were friends for many years,
Okay.
and I would ask him for guidance about my son.
Can I just say to you, you have a living son.
Yes, I do.
Is there any reason why you would just say breathe about him? Like,
Because I worry so much.
do you? Just
Yes.
breathe, he says. Just
Yeah.
breathe. Do you have
Yeah,
more than
that's
one
it.
son?
No.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Just breathe, he says. And know that it'll be okay. There was a bit of fallout or fighting after he died or around the death thing that he makes me feel like, I don't know if it's a couple people family-wise
Maybe.
or you're not aware of.
I
Can you, so don't talk about it, but
no.
is it something you might be able to follow up with later with people that might have known or, no?
There is one thing, he wasn't discovered right away.
Nope.
He had died.
No, you're
okay.
giving away details. This is something where I would talk about he's passed, and then the family has to deal with the aftermath of that.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't know that.
Okay, so you either believe me or not, but he brings up where I feel like he was less than impressed, and I felt like two people, and it's like being at odds or not on the same page.
He wasn't in my family, he was just a friend,
Okay,
so I wouldn't know.
and why is a tree important? Why does he show me the tree, and why is the tree so important?
The tree.
Yeah, do you have a tree that's important to you?
Yes.
Why'd you look puzzled?
Because he's never.
He didn't know this shit, okay, but he's dead.
Exactly.
He knows your life, he's got full, he can tell me the underwear count in your drawer if he wanted to, and then you could go home and count. I doubt he will, but he could. You know, they have full access to us, so don't get creeped out when you're in the shower or doing physical human things that people do in relationships and stuff. They're not perverts, they don't creep around, but they have access to us. Do you have an important tree?
I have a nice crabapple tree.
Is it important to you?
Yes.
Okay.
There
I
was,
don't know why.
there was trees in my backyard that were removed, and I was very upset about it.
Okay.
2 years, well, a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And they were removed, so yeah.
You're a tree hugger.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
I think it's great, personally. But he just brings up the significance about a tree that to you would be important.
Yeah.
Okay? And can you not make up your mind about one aspect about inside the house where you live? That, like, what would be a paint color or something that I feel like, do you have stairs in
Yes.
some way? Is there anything that's going to be in the area of the stairs that I feel like you just can't really nail some way that you're happy with?
I need to declutter that area, yeah.
No, I'm talking wall color, paint, or something that
I
I
never
did
painted my upstairs. I did the whole house except for the upstairs, so maybe that's it.
by the stairs.
And I was thinking of it today to ask somebody what the color would be.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I swear to God that
Swear
you
to
just
God.
talked today about
Yes.
and by the stairs and the paint color?
Yes.
I'm accepting that from the way
Yes.
he's bringing it up because of the timing.
Yeah.
They just want you to know that they're in your life. So when they bring up stuff that's just a thought and you haven't acted on, just know that he knows and that he's there with you, plain and simple. I don't know if I'm moving or not. Is there a young male suicide that's either going to be indirectly connected here or, because I'm just not sure if I'm pulled or not.
I have a cousin who,
Committed suicide?
Yes.
Male?
yes, a cousin's son,
A cousin's son,
yes.
so the young male.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's him, but all of a sudden I got a pull and I felt like I had to talk about the younger male and the suicide connection. And now about your crabapple tree, what would be your interest, role, or importance? I don't know if you do this anymore. Why would something in a public way about a garden be important to you?
In a public way. Like
Yeah. You know how they have, what are they called, cenotaphs? You know, sometimes they're made out of stones and stuff. Is there anything that's going to be in a public area that's going to have some kind of a marking there that I feel like, I don't think right now, but in the past, the garden aspect to it or the gardening aspect to it was important to you? It doesn't feel like I'm on your property unless you have a cenotaph there.
Nothing that comes to my mind.
Nothing to do in a public setting like park or something
No.
that would be,
This year I beautified my yard a lot more than I ever did.
No.
That's not it.
no, not unless your house is pointed like a cenotaph.
No.
I'm in a public place, so I gotta just kind of
Okay.
stick to, why is he okay?
Well, I'm just thinking of trying to,
Oh, well, don't make it fit.
no.
It is what it is. But I feel like he's bringing this up or making reference. It's a female living and the importance of something that would be in the community, but it's got something to do with gardens. So I don't quite understand that. And any reason I'm laughing, but I don't know why. Do you have bad luck? I don't believe in it either, bad luck, just so you know, but his phrasing. Bad luck or something with a vehicle?
Yes, I have. Not right now, but not this last one so far.
But there's a history of it?
History, read it.
Do you think I'm with you, ma'am, in the blonde? No, don't, you're not in trouble. Jesus. I do sound like Hitler, I guess. Did you think I'm with you on some of these things? It's because you're so close, it could be, I really don't know. So you keep standing. Oh, yeah, don't do that shit. I don't miss a trick, stand up. Sorry. Now, up to your mouth. Okay. And only what I've been saying that you totally relate to. Refresh the things that I've said that you totally relate to.
About bad luck with vehicles.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nothing prior?
No.
So it was just the car thing?
You?
Okay. I would have thought there was prior stuff the way you were. I think your friend just said something to you. She told you to shut up. Listen, woman, I don't know you, but you better play.
I live near a cenotaph. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
It's by the park where I live
Okay.
and work.
And just recently what?
Well, yeah, been almost a year I've moved there.
But the thing itself, or the gardens part, isn't important to you in any way, or?
I just do a lot of walking.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is mom passed or the mother figure?
Yeah.
Because as I went to get my water, I don't know if it's mom, but I have a mother figure that's kind of moved in or stepped in. There is, sorry, it's going to sound very general, but a very lingering feeling before she passes that she brought up or showed me health-wise, physically for her. So whoever this woman was, there's almost like, and I'm sorry for my expression when I say this, but it was like a feeling of like wasting away, waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Is that considered bio mom?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay. So just know that I'm feeling her. So maybe somebody was trying to get the whole pull over to me too. And just watch, is there anything I'm saying at this point that you relate to?
My mom's still here.
Okay, so just know that I'm feeling like mom or the mother figure stepping in, talking about the wasting away, couldn't wait for it to be done, and definitely didn't want to put people through stuff, is the feeling that she's talking about. What's the family of 4 or 5? Why would she bring that up, 4 or 5? So, but I am talking children or like at that level she seems to be making reference to. So you don't understand that?
No.
I'm just going to ask you flat out, what are you number-wise, sibling-wise?
7.
So you have 7. Is there any reason why she...
4 boys, 3 girls. No, 4 girls, 3 boys.
Okay, I don't know, but I felt like for some reason I'm talking 4 or 5 that she's trying to group, or she wanted me to group together. So whether that's gender-wise, I don't know, but just know that she was...
Unless it's my family, or 4. Well,
You mean 2 kids and a
yeah.
husband and wife?
Well, yeah.
No. So that's not what I'm seeing. But I want to talk about like sibling-wise or kids, and for some reason she had me talk about 4 or 5 that she's grouping together in some way. And it's going to sound like a repeat of what I said to Chris over here, but why would I feel like real challenges for you, not right now in your life, but did Dad drink?
Nope.
So there's something where I got to talk about a dad or a father figure and the impact of the alcohol and the heaviness of all that coming through, that literally I feel like they want me to talk about. So you don't get that.
Not that I remember my dad drinking.
No, you'll know. I'm not trying to have you make it fit. These people next to you are crawling under their skin with that one. So I don't know why this is going this way. I don't think this is typical. You have the father figure, the alcohol. He's passed. Okay. I don't know if it's him or not. Do you want to just stand? You're just like going down the row, apparently. All I can tell you is, this isn't concrete. He just keeps saying he's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. So hold that up. He's sorry. He's sorry. He makes me feel like you never gave up on him. You always hoped. You always hoped. I can tell you from personal experience, people give up on alcoholics at times. They're like, he's never going to change or she's never going to change, and I have to accept that. He says, you never gave up on me. You never gave up on me. Why is a wedding important, or why is something like wedding or something very notable about the wedding? He wants me to talk about that or acknowledge that?
Because he stayed sober for my wedding.
The one day.
One day. He stayed sober for my wedding.
So is that profound, the drinking?
Huge.
Because he just wants me to talk about the significance of the wedding or the wedding day or something that is like a big deal, and he's proud of that.
Yeah.
He's proud of that. You know, you'll have other happy memories, but he's really glad about that for you. Really glad. Really glad. He wasn't paralyzed or couldn't move, was he, at one point? Is there any reason why I feel partially, like, restricted or I can't... Like, did he have any neurological stuff going on or anything?
Neurological how? Like,
Brain.
well, probably he was definitely...
Alcohol, if it's alcohol related, it could be anything. A lot of times they'll just bleed out inside, or the liver and cirrhosis or cancers.
Yeah, it wasn't any of that.
He's got something where I feel restricted moving, and I feel like I'm saying neurological in some way.
Oh, yeah, he had diabetes, and his
Was-
feet were bad, but...
Was this restrictive for him in some way, or limiting? No? Don't make it fit. Trust me, I keep looking down and I want to do something about my legs or my feet. These people think I'm with them, and they think I've been for a while. So, Okay, and see, the scary, the hard part of this is like, if I say enough things, the skeptics will say, well, you're gonna hit somebody. So I know I've been doing this long enough, but they seem to be pulling me. Why do you think, ma'am, that I'm with you in front row? Why does she think I'm with you? So I'm not done with you. Your dad was coming through,
Yeah.
but just what I've said? No, everything, but just kind of rehash it the best you can.
My dad, he passed away from alcoholism.
Okay,
He had cirrhosis of the liver.
okay. Only the things I've said though.
After he passed, there's 5 children in the family. And I took care of my dad.
Okay.
His wish was to die at home.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, did you fight with a sister over that? Holy Christ.
Siblings.
Oh.
I had.
What would be the female connection that, honestly, God love her, she's not a horrible person, but I want to call her a bitch. Your sister. You know she's not a horrible person. But you start talking about it, and he's like, talking about that one that you would have thought at the time. I don't think you think of her as a bitch, but
I love her dearly.
yeah, but at the time, bitch. And that's the way that he brings it up. Do you recall having that over that incident you were just talking about?
Oh, yes.
Can I just tell you, what's your name, ma'am?
Judy.
Judy. I'm surprised I'm reading everybody at the front because that doesn't happen. I'm always at the back. So don't take it personally, people. It just doesn't tend to work this way. He said as I went to get the Kleenex, sorry, I should give them to you since I brought it. Thanks for having my back. Thanks for having my back, he says. It puts you in an awkward position, probably at least twice, that I feel like you stood up for him or got vocal, which I don't. But thank you. Thank you. It's just like you would think life would have a different ending, wouldn't you? Than a person going out that way, but he's owning it. He put himself
But I'm
through it.
angry at him.
That's fine. Does it serve you to be angry? Does it serve you to be
I'm
angry?
angry at him because of
He didn't
the
He didn't help himself?
no, because of his actions, I lost my siblings. Like the 4 of them don't talk to me anymore.
Because of his actions or because you had his back?
Because I had his back, but I'm angry with him because I signed those papers saying that I would take care of him. And because of that, I lost my siblings.
You didn't discard them. They walked out on you. And if it wasn't this incident, there'd be something else if you're that invaluable to them.
That's what everybody says. That
Well, friggin' listen to them. And know, because I don't know you. I've never met you. Have I?
No.
Okay. Just know that you had his back. That stands for something. You know, whether it was the right decisions that people thought he wanted or didn't, they were his decisions. As much as drinking all those years were his decisions.
That's right.
You had my back, and I thank you for that. And he's truly sorry. He didn't show me the severance of the family. He just talked about the friggin' bitch, you know, that you had to deal with at the time. He does not think of her as a bitch. I want to be clear. It's just your encounter, what you would have had to deal with. Yeah.
That's right. I understand
So
that.
just know he's fully aware of what you had to go through. He's so sorry for what you witnessed and what you saw, because it's horrendous, apparently. But at the end of the day, be proud you did what was right for him. Because you know, you got 4 siblings?
Yes.
They'll all have their chance to die. And let them do their thing. You know, and you won't have any say in that.
That's right.
You know, let their kids piss them off. Because that's what'll happen. But you had my back. I'm glad he said that before you told the story. I'm really glad he acknowledged that you had his back and that it meant the world to him. You should be able to sleep at night. And trust me, if it wasn't this incident, it would have been another. There's got to be a friggin' history of this anyways in your family. This shit doesn't happen just overnight.
26 years
There
ago.
you go, there you go. So pick an issue.
My mom died and I took care of her.
Pick an issue. Maybe you'll be lucky and outlive all of them. You can see their ass get thrown into nursing homes or something. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about karma. But they got to deal with it. Be proud of who you are. You did the right thing. I love my 4 kids. I would hope any one of my daughters or my two sons would have the integrity to do what you did if it was me. Hold your head high. Give me a hug. You're a sweetheart. Too bad your families are assholes. But I also want to tell you, whoa, you picked them. Before you ever got here. They picked you, you picked them. So, just keep loving them from a distance. You've kept the door open. They're the ones that shut it. You can't do more than that. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're most